Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Celtic Warband here, and thanks for tuning in to another how-to video. This one concerns 1295 Medieval Kingdoms. So this is a sub-mod for Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD, and it basically takes the playable factions and units from Medieval Kingdoms 1212 and puts them into a playable campaign. Now, it's virtually the same. Well, I shouldn't say virtually the same, but it has some similarities to the 1078 Medieval Wars campaign. If you guys are following my channel, I am playing a campaign in 1078 as the Swedish and also a multiplayer campaign as the Firenze. Now, this is 1295, so it's basically the same kind of setup as far as using the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 units and entering them into a medieval kind of style campaign. But in my opinion, this one is much more crisp. From what I played in it, it seems to have a lot of the bugs that I complain about in 1078. They're resolved in this version of the mod. Now, this just became playable again on the Steam Workshop. I did hear that from time to time the modder will make it available and then will take it down. So it's a very limited window for when you guys can play and when you cannot. I'm going to run through how to install it right now, and it is actually one of the most simple mods to install so far to date from all of my install videos. So basically what we're going to need is we're going to need a uncracked or not an illegally downloaded version of Total War Attilla. So it needs to be a paid version. So you can see in my games here I've got Total War Attilla here. So basically where you've got Attila, we just need to move down here and then go to the Steam Workshop. And then once we load it up in here, you guys probably won't have this here. It's just because this is one of the mods that I'm subscribed to. But if you go into this search bar up here and type in 1295 mod, that should be enough to bring it up. And now you guys can see all of these files here. So you're going to need all of them except for this little submod here. But everything that you guys see here, you will probably need. Now, you can see the first 5 packs. These are the language packs. I will be using the English one, but I have subscribed to all of them, and I'll make that clear why I've done that at the end of the video. So, but it has a Russian, German, Italian, and French pack. So for whichever language you want, you just need to subscribe to one of those. So if you guys are English like myself or speaking English, just subscribe to this one. And then if we move down here, there's 8 files that we're going to need. So you can see that they're kind of marked here with numbers. So we've got number 1, and then we got number 2 here, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. So basically we're going to need all of these files, but it's the simplest thing to do. Basically you just have to click on them. And then once it loads up, you just have to hit this subscribe button. And it actually shows you the required items that you will need to also make it work. So basically right from number 1, you can go right to number 2 and scroll down, hit that subscribe button, close it. You can hit number 3, scroll down, hit subscribe, and close it. So it's very, very simple. There's no other kind of third-party files that you need to download from Google Drive or from ModDB. These are the files just right here. Not all these words, but there we go. Just these files. Okay, so you need to have all 8 of them for it to work, but you just need to hit subscribe. And then once you have it all subscribed and ready to go, you just have to make sure that they're in the correct folder. So if my Attila is downloaded on my local C drive, but you guys may have it on a D or an E or an F drive. So, but if you have it on your local C, you just have to click on that. Go to Program Files 86. Scroll down to Steam and Steam Apps, Common, Total War Attila, Data. And then here are all the files right here. So you guys will not have these ones. I've just subscribed to all of them. But you should have your language of choice. And then you've got a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. And then I think this is a 5, a 6, and a 7. Now, for some reason, there were supposed to be 8 pack files, but I only have 7 here. But I think that one of these files translates to 2 separate files, because when I load up the launcher in a second to show you, it will show that I have 8 files total in 1295. And I've kind of looked through my data folder, but I don't really see anything else that it would be. Like maybe it's one of these models here. I'm not exactly sure. But you'd think it would be labeled kind of with the rest of them, and I don't see any others here. So yeah, once that's finished, basically all we have to do is load up Attila. So I'm going to load up the launcher to show you guys which files you need, and then I'm going to make a quick cut to the video and go to 1295, load it up so you guys can kind of see that it works. But so we've got Attila here, so in the mod manager, it's going to start to load up all of the 1295 files. So I've got number 1 here, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the English pack. And the last thing that we need to mention is you obviously need to have a working Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD file. So I've got my Medieval Kingdoms downloaded. If you guys do not have Medieval Kingdoms 1212 downloaded, check out my how to install Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD. It's a pretty popular video. A lot of people have had a lot of success with it. But once you get your Medieval Kingdoms 1212 downloaded, the important thing is not to subscribe to this base here. You want to check that off. But we will need the MK models. So I've got MK models 1 that I've checked off, MK models 2, and MK models 3. So we're going to need the units for Medieval Kingdoms 1212. So I've got all 3 of those marked there. And then I just have to jump back and get my English pack. And then we need 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm going to hit play, and I'll catch you guys once the 1295 campaign has loaded up. Alright guys, welcome back, and here is Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1295. So you can obviously see that the mod is loaded up because it's a much different starting screen than Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD. He's kind of remodeled all of these numbers here. They look really, really nice, really medieval. And if you go to the campaigns and move down, you can see Medieval Kingdoms 1295, so there it is. So if you click on that, here are the playable factions. There's a lot of really cool factions here. A couple of them are from 1078, so France, Holy Roman Empire, Castile, Hungary, and England as well. But I think all the rest were not there. So you got Grenada, Kingdom of Scotland, Burgundy, Aragon, Sicily, Teutonic Order, and Poland. So very, very awesome. Looks like it would be a really fun campaign. So we'll just go ahead and jump in. I'm trying to think of who would be closest for a battle. Let's jump in as Scotland here. I love the artwork too. Very, very nicely done. So here we go. We've loaded into the 1295 campaign. Now, I'm not exactly 100% sure, but if I was to take a guess, I would almost bet that just like the 1078 campaign, you need the Age of Charlemagne DLC to play this. Because I think it's built on the Age of Charlemagne map. As you can see, if we zoom out, this is exactly the same as the Age of Charlemagne map. So, yeah, that's what we need. So if we go over it again... So basically, first thing you need is a paid copy of Total War Atilla. The second thing you need is the Age of Charlemagne DLC. The third thing you need is a fresh install of Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD. And then the fourth thing you need is to actually install the mod. Okay. But let's see who... Let's see if we can... build up an army here really quick, just to show you guys. We'll run through a couple of turns and then load up a battle as well, so you can see that it doesn't do like one turn crashing or that kind of thing. So yeah, look at all these Scottish warriors here, so can get one. Just one, eh? That's it? Black Blade. Oh, here we go. I can get some more warriors. So I'll just do those 3 for now. I'm not really caring because I'm not going to play this campaign over. But there's really no quick way to load up a battle unless I move in against one, so. But yeah, there were a lot of things that I found in this 1295 campaign that I didn't like about the 1078 campaign, and I'm really happy to see that they had fixed it. For one, the garrisons are much smaller if you go into some of these smaller cities. So you can see that they're way smaller than the 1078 one. Obviously, it's nice in 1078 because you never have to worry about leaving armies, but that kind of takes away some of the, you know, the tactical thinking you have to do. But I think this is an appropriate size garrison, so they fixed that part. But let's just move over to here real quick. We'll get a couple other units, do one more end turn, and then we'll see if we can just attack this right away. Let's get some crossbows. I know, I don't even know why I'm carrying here. Sorry, guys. I'm sure most of you have already tuned out from the video, but I know it's not really necessary for me to show you guys this, but I just hate it when I'm trying to follow an install video, and I follow it exactly the way that he shows me how, and it doesn't work for me. But he didn't show me that his worked, you know what I mean? So I always like to show you guys that mine is working so you know that the way that I installed it is correct. So that's really the main reason why I do that. But yeah, let's just declare war. Go ahead. See if I can attack this right away. Okay, let's break the siege. See if we can attack this unit here. Yes, and let's jump into this battle. Obviously a battle we're probably going to lose, but just so you can see that all the units are there. A lot of people had issues with invisible infantry, invisible... if I had to guess why it'd be invisible, it may draw back to some of the model packs from Medieval King not being installed correctly. Because if there's any issues with the models, that comes from Medieval Kingdoms. It doesn't come from this 1295 campaign itself. But we can go ahead and start the battle. Let's take a look at our Scottish warriors here. So we got our Scottish crossbows. Got our Scotland warriors here. Looking very nice. See these black blades here too. Looking really cool. So yes, guys, so that's basically everything. So hopefully you found this mod enjoyable and helpful. And now this is the last thing that I will say about this mod. Like I said, the modder does have a tendency to kind of, you know, put the mod up for a little while and then take it away. The reason that I subscribe to all of the language packs is because if the mod ends up disappearing again, like you guys watch this install video and you go onto the Steam Workshop and it's no longer there, just PM me your email. I'm uploading all of the 1295 sorry guys, I'm uploading all of the 1295 files onto Google Drive. That's a nice charge there. So if you guys are missing the files, I can just send them to you via email, and then all you have to do is drag them into your Attila folder. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this 1295 install video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content in the future. And I will see you in the next one.